Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So after a bit of a leg up yesterday, crypto market is taking a bit of a break. We're seeing a little bit of red, but not huge numbers. We are not diving into the red, which I think is good. 246 billion is the market cap. And if we look at XRP on the hourly, we can see that here, okay? We based in this level here, which I labeled as a significant level of resistance from a few videos ago. So this level here, the 34 cents to 37 cents approximately. And so we based in there, we moved out of there, making a high of about 43 cents. And now we're down about roughly 40 cents. So that is the way the trend is going. Let's look at BTC and see how that compares. And so you can see the same kind of movement here, right? With Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin on an hourly, guys. And so we saw the leg down, basing here in this level of resistance here for Bitcoin. Let me just draw you a rough, whoops, no, that's not what I want to do. Okay, horizontal line, level of resistance here, horizontal line. Okay, so did the same kind of thing based in this zone, okay? And then we moved out of it up here for Bitcoin, and so Bitcoin has almost retraced, okay, or it has retraced rather, to this high. And so the question is, what is going to happen here? Okay, are we going to keep basing for a while before a breakout occurs? Are we going to move down lower, base back into this level for a while until we start moving back up? If we do that, are we going to hit resistance again and plummet back down? You know, there are so many possibilities right now, but this is ultimately what we need to gauge in order to understand what XRP is going to do next. And again, it might not happen right away. As we know, XRP has lagged in the past once Bitcoin starts moving. However, that wasn't the case yesterday, but we'll keep an eye on it and we will see. Today, though, we got Ripple's xCurrent is kind of a Swift 2.0, says CEO Brad Garlinghouse, and I feel like this is a bit of a tongue-in-cheek kind of comment. As we know, xCurrent is Ripple's first product that they released, and that Brad Garlinghouse is saying indeed, and this was at that Swiss conference, the Swiss National Bank conference, Brad Garlinghouse is indeed comparing their very, very first introductory product to a better version of Swift. So that just kind of goes to show you of how confident Brad Garlinghouse and the Ripple team are with the products that they have released since using XRP for liquidity. Guys, I'll link all these articles in the description. This here, Bitcoin, BTC, and crypto reached 12 million people on 60 Minutes. And so did you guys catch 60 Minutes last night? Anderson Cooper talking about Bitcoin and interviewing the guy who bought the pizza in 2010 for 10,000 Bitcoin. It was kind of a sad interview, and this from at XRP Mr. That's Mr. B XRP on Twitter. Of course, 60 Minutes is doing a story on money laundering the same night as the Bitcoin story. It was kind of funny. The first story they did was actually on a money laundering case that happened over the span of several years from Russia to the United States. And at first, I thought that was going to be the Bitcoin story because I saw it had to do with money, and I thought money laundering, and I thought they were going to tie it into Bitcoin and crime. But you know what? They did not. They kept it separate, although that is going to be in people's heads. I have a feeling it was probably a very strategic move, obviously, on 60 Minutes' part, because they tend to do that kind of thing. I don't think it gives Bitcoin justice, nor does it give proper justice to the cryptocurrency space as a whole, although the story was okay, the Bitcoin story. It was pretty surface level stuff. You know, I'm waiting for these stories to really get interesting and to really start telling me something I don't know, but alas, I do research on this every day, and I'm sure the people at 60 Minutes do not. So I have a feeling that myself and all you guys who listen to the channel probably are going to know a lot more about Ripple, XRP, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency as a whole just by watching this channel and some of the other YouTubers out there. That was my takeaway from that. If you want to learn about cryptocurrency, watch YouTube. And XRP, a veteran, that's XRP_veteran, and XRP Crypto Wolf sent me the exact same article here. Very important stuff. The European Central Bank, ECB, has said that cryptocurrencies are not currently a threat to financial stability in the Eurozone. And so I think this is a step in the right direction. Guys, I'm not going to read the entire article. I will link the articles in the description, as I mentioned before. But ultimately, the European Central Bank doesn't actually see cryptocurrencies as a threat, which is good in terms of getting the regulation sorted. But I feel like they are also kind of looking at it the wrong way. in terms of using cryptocurrencies, particularly to buy and sell goods. And they're too focused on the volatility of like Bitcoin, let's say right now, and how the wild swings could never allow people to use these cryptocurrencies as a stable means to purchase goods. What they do not touch on in this article is the idea that cryptocurrency like XRP will be used for cross-border transactions, and even just regulating them in that regard could change the face of the world. Guys, I'll link it in the description anyway. It's good, though, that they are on board and that they don't actually see cryptocurrencies as a threat, because that is at least the first step. And just going back here to the 60 Minutes piece, I just remembered one thing. One little thing that they mentioned in the piece was something along the lines of, they showed a shot, I don't know if any of you guys caught this, they showed a shot of somebody at Western Union, and they said something to the effect of, and we could use cryptocurrencies for cross-border transactions globally. Did any of you guys catch that? I was waiting for them to mention Ripple and or XRP in that same breath, and of course, they did not. You let me down again, 60 Minutes. And this one from Ant1, that's at Ant159694954. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse explains why big banks should get into cryptocurrencies. And this is an interview done by Recode, I believe. And so, unlike the earliest adopters of Bitcoin, Garlinghouse has no interest in ensuring that crypto holders can always remain anonymous. So it's talking about XRP and Ripple's plan to partner with banks. They talk a little bit earlier in this article regarding the techno-anarchists and anonymity and selling drugs and using Bitcoin for illicit activity. And then they get into this, and he doesn't expect the legacy institutions such as banks and governments will be obliterated by the new technology. We want to change the system. This is important. We want to change the system by working with the system, he said. These are profound technologies that can really benefit society in a lot of ways. We can reduce the friction of global commerce. We can allow people globally more access to the economies around the world to compete. I think that's actually a really good thing. And so the whole interview is linked in here. It's a podcast. It's about an hour long. I'll leave that for you guys here. And so will XRP move up? Will XRP move down? Will we see more basing in this zone? Or could we see it meet a new high, go above 48? Do you guys think we're going to see 50 cents this week? It's a good question, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.